Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. And I wanted to come on and do my simple page kit number 9. I hadn't had a chance to pick out some papers and stuff that I want to make the second one with. So at least I got that done this morning, and I thought, let's just go with it and see how it goes. I have not done this one, and I know you all give me a lot of good responses on those. You like it when I do a different one. And again, this is Connie Skaggs. I'm from Ladson, South Carolina, right outside of Charleston. Be glad to service you in any way as far as Creative Memories products. If you're interested in joining, just contact me if you want to. And so I put all that information in my um, little about or directions or whatever, the little explanation, I guess I should say. So I'm going to change my camera and we will go from there. So hope everyone is having a great day. And sorry, my camera just kind of concaves it because it is a cheaper camera, but it works for me, so I'm good. Anyway, I appreciate all of you all that join, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It always helps and it increases my viewer, um, contacts and all that. So this Life Simple Page Kit number 9. And again, like I've always done, the first thing I do is I take it out and I look at the backs of these pages and I be sure to get my measurements and I write them in here. And I'm sorry, this is just not showing up real good. But I also do the measurements for the base page in case I want to make it. Now, what I'm doing today is going to be totally different on my second one. But I still put in all the measurements because if you've got scraps or like this is a 1-inch piece, this is a half-inch piece, or you can use that as your base page underneath, just like if you've got some white or you've got the white insert page of one of our pages that you turn it over. It's solid white and it's safe for using for your pictures. And so that could be it. You just would cut these other 2 pieces and put those on top. So that's what I do is I cut out and make sure that I have that base. But today, after we do this one, I'm going to do it with Fast-to-Fab paper. I think our Fast-to-Fab paper is something that's overlooked a lot. Most of those collections are either in a $5 pack, so there's only 6 in there, or else if it's a $12 piece pack, then it's $10. And so you've got a lot of multiples and a lot of ways to use it. So, but look at my trimmer here. And so the first thing we do is we pull this out. And of course, this is the piece that we're going to be cutting up. And they label them all this has got 1 through 9. And they always show you on our sample, all these numbers is where those pieces go. And of course, these papers come already pre-done. Now you can always use the back because it is always solid. And this is a very affordable way to do your picture, scrapbooking. And doesn't take a lot. If you don't have a trimmer, which this trimmer is the very best, as is on the market, I will make no qualms about that. It just is. I've tried all kinds and I've had every one that CM's had, and this is the very best. Now, this one is in a birthday color. Most of them, I don't even have my white one out here and most of them come in the white with the lighter blue. And sometimes you can see those lines better. This was the birthday one, and I use it here at my desk all the time and things. But I was going to say, in the back of this is always a tonal of something that's in this pack. So you could even just turn it over and use these then as your mats if you wanted to. But we'll go with this the way it is. And I think you're going to like the way it is. And they always have this wonderful set of stickers. Anybody that's a part of my scrapbook club, any of my customers, then, if they purchase the kit, then they get a little embellishment pack from me that would complement this. So lots of fun here that they've got on here. The little squirrel and cups of, either coffee, or you can say it's cocoa or whatever. Autumn dreams, welcome fall. It's got some little mushrooms, got a little snail here even, and, some acorns and and some other wording. So I think that's neat. It got 3 different pieces of your, and it's made so it'll fit across here and across the top and bottom of the other page. I'm not sure that I'll do that today. I'm just going to cut these out. I've showed you this before. And so, I always talk to you about this where you can line this up. And of course, the line that is on the first part of your mat here, and I got some sticky on there. The first little dotted line, that's where your blade's going to cut. And so you have that to help line up top and bottom. And then, it's good for 500 cuts. And then it's got a 1, 2, the back side will have 3 and 4. And that's how you always know to put it on the newest face. If you were doing a scoring blade or something and you noticed it was cutting through your paper or something, that's not right. So you want to turn your mat around or get you a new replacement. That's another thing. You always carry you a replacement here because you'd hate to be at a scrapbook event and your mat is on number 4 and you forgot to check that and you didn't pull this out. And so if you go ahead and get you one, these are $7.50. It's well worth the investment, and it just latches underneath here and it holds. These are all of our blades that are in stock, and I believe both of the pinking and the colonial, and I'm going to use the pinking a little bit later, have just come back in stock. So, and of course, this is our arm that reaches out. It's got a little foot here to keep everything. And so it's long pieces of paper. So great for teachers too. This goes clear out to 16 inches. Now, how many times do you have that big paper that you need to cut? Yeah. So this is perfect for your classroom. It's very safe. Our housing is here. This is where we'll change our blade later. And this is our blade, and that's our straight blade. They all come with a straight blade and a mat. And so for $49, and right now we have free shipping for 80 plus. So if you were thinking about getting one of the trimmers, that's $49. It doesn't take you much more to get to 80, and you've saved your shipping. Now, if you needed pages or you needed some tape or you needed to get this, simple page kit, we have several still in stock. Some have sold out of some of our first ones from the early in the year. But, this is an easy way to do your scrapbooking. If all you need is a trimmer and this and some tape, you can do your pictures, two pages for a fall page, or for, say, September is coming up. That's great. All right. So here's what we do. We would want to cut here right based on this line. And so I'm lining it up where that little dot is, and I'm lining it up down here with the little dot too. Now, we have these little guides, and I know I've told you this, but this little guide has got a little black, and there's one on the bottom too. And so I just look above that, and I want to make sure that my paper matches up, because that tells me exactly where this blade is going to cut. Okay? And so I'm going to do another one here. And just again, let's check, because sometimes, you push it all the way up to the top, and, it just might got out of, out of sync there a little bit. And so that's those. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I didn't cut these out of order necessarily. I cut the long ones first, and then I'm cutting these shorter ones. So that one. Turn this one this way because I've got the shorter pieces here. All right, so that's these. Those will have to trim up. This one we want to turn and cut. Now, a lot of times they've got designs on the other side, and so you'd want to be sure that that was cutting, I don't know what that is, real clear. I think that's where I had to go back a little bit on that one. These are all brown except for that one piece there. I think that was there's a different color. And so these mats are going, we have 4 of our 4x6 mats, 2 that are 4x4. We got this for a little journal box, and these are going to be some little banners. And so, they got the little marks here on the back to where you can cut these. So, and of course, you know, I could use my regular scissors, but for something this small, I like to use my micro tip scissors. They're really fine, and you just cut from the corner into the inside there where that line is showing, and that's going to do these. So, of course, I'm just throwing stuff every place because that's what I do in a scrapbook. And then I clean up later. So that'll be one banner. And here's the other. We just cut these real quick here, so we have them done. I like to spend time on my second page because I didn't pre-cut anything. I just have got some things laid out. And so we're going to see how well that goes too, to come up with a similar sketch. And so there's that. Now I want to lay this out so that you will see. And I don't know if y'all have seen, but anyway, the new photo trimmer that we have. This is a delayed product. We hope that it'll be in next week, still while we have the free shipping. This is a new photo trimmer. It's got a smaller blade and a smaller little extension, so it'll cut like 8 by 10 photos or paper that you need. It's a little bigger than the other one, but you know, it's got a guide here. It's great. It's a, you know, Gallatin blade. It should rub and have friction. That's what it does. And so when you think about it, this is what you would do with your pictures. You want to chop your picture, you slice your paper. I've said that over and over because of the chemicals and things that are in the paper or in pictures can dull your other blade and ruin your mat. And you don't want that. You want those extended as long as you can. These are going to be $32 and they should be in stock hopefully next week. You know, I know that they were delayed in shipping, and so just letting you know. And so, but it's got the measurements here on a 3 by 3, a 4 by 4, 4 by 6, 4.5 by 6.5, and 5 by 7. And that just kind of helps you line up where these would be. And so you can see this is where your 4 by 4 would be. And so that would be how that would cut. But that's when you're cutting other paper. And but anyway, there's this little bitty, and you can see it here on the, and it's a raised little blade. And so if you wanted to put your picture, and I done one earlier on another video, but if you wanted to just put your picture on a piece of paper, and I just done it, and you're always worried about it being crooked, well, then you line up the picture with this top blade and let your paper go through. And so if you go right to there, then you cut it, and that's giving you a perfect edging all the way around whenever you're, you know, wanting to trim the paper behind it. So you put your picture on, and then you can do your mat, and it's, you know, you don't have to worry about the measurements or anything. You just line it up with this plastic, this little guide right here, and the blade is going to cut out here. So it's not quite a 1/4 of an inch. It's more like 3/16 or, you know, but it gives you a straight edge all the way around. And I don't know, that's just perfect to me. So I like a little bit more. I don't like the real narrow, but it's whatever your preference is. You know, if you like narrow mats, it's fine. If you don't want to put any mats on, that's okay too. You know, I'm telling you, there's just no set rules in scrapbooking. You know, a lot of things, what I see that I like, someone else would maybe think it'd be too busy, or it may be not busy enough, or whatever. So, all right. So now we look at our guide, and they're showing here that number 1, let's just go ahead. I'm going to do this by numbers, even though these 4 are just the same. And it shows that number 1 would go about here. So it's just measuring it in between these 2 spots here. 2, they have it kind of across, but it's kind of up. So about the same distance from the bottom as the top. And then 3 and 4 go this way. Got them just about the same. So you just kind of measure, you know, have your same distance between it here, same distance at the top, like that. And then you've got these 2 little banner flags, one here and one here. And you can see they've got this lined up across the top and lined this one up across the bottom. So our 4x4s, number 5 is kind of at the top here, and number 6 is kind of down here with this journal box in the center. And you can make your, put it a little closer there if you want to, have a little more space at top and bottom. Excuse me. And they use the little leaves to go across here and go across here. And then they cut one in half so it can go at the top and bottom on this side. So they just, show that, show wonderful fall. You could put it on this little piece here. You put another little cluster here. They've got some, different things that you put around using the sticker that comes with it. All right, so that is our simple kit, page number 9. So I'm just going to lay this aside as it is. Try to not lose all my pieces. And then I'm going to pull Birthday Bonanza out. And I wanted to do this with a Fast-to-Fab paper. And what caught my eye on this was this one is, it's going down. It's kind of wide on this side. And remember, they had the 2 photos on this side. And this one doesn't, we don't need this one on this side. I didn't particularly want to use, the other side has still got that. I didn't want to turn it. The balloon's going the wrong way. But this is already, got a little print on it. And it's perfect. So what we're going to do is, I'm not worried, about this big piece here in the middle or this piece. Okay. We're going to be saying this is what we're going to do. And I've got some other pieces here. And I'm going to actually, this is a green, and this one's Fast-to-Fab paper. And then this is some of the regular paper out of the designer paper of Birthday Bonanza. And I know one of my customers said this week when she was working on a sketch, and she said, when you don't know what to do, make you a birthday page, because you've always got birthdays. And I agree. So this is the same color as this little green line here. And so I want to come out to where the 5 inches would be, which would be about 2 inches, but I want to cut it with a pinking blade. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, I think 2, because this is right at 3 inches. And so I would need 2 and maybe a 2 1/4. And if I do that, and what the pinking takes away, I'll have my 5-inch piece there on that side. So let me change my blade. And this is how easy this works. You just pick it up, put it out, and take this one and drop it in. That's it. So, and of course, I'm going to measure from this side, and I'm going to do 2 1/4. And I just follow that line all the way down. And that gives us pinking, which is, it's not as big as this zigzag here on this page. But when I do it like this, there we kind of got our 5-inch piece. And I'm not sure that I'm going to use any more of this at the moment. So I'm just going to lay that aside. Now, remember, we had all of our pieces that were our 4x6, our mats, and the 4x4s. So I'm going to measure this as 4 by about 4 inches. Oh, and I done that with the wrong blade. So there we go. That's the first thing. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to go ahead and turn this and do it at 6 inches like we normally would. And we're going to turn this around and just barely to this next little line. And that'll give me enough cut off, this little bitty strip. So what do I have? I now showed you how to take a mistake and make it work, because this is going to be, it's got all these edges. So that's what we're going to do. So we've got 2 on this one, and so we need 2 more little edges. Sorry about that. Oh, I didn't. Just didn't go right through all the way. So that's those. Now we've already got this line down, so I'm going to go ahead and cut another 4-inch. And I like to make sure that I pull through those, because you want to be sure that you've got that. And the reason I could do the 6-inch first is because I've still got a straight edge here, and that's full 12 inches. So even though this would take a little bit off of both of those, it wouldn't take much off, and I don't have to trim my photos as much. But most of these are made so you can do the 3.5 by 5.5 to make you a good border around here. But this little bit that I'm taking off, this extra 1/8 of an inch or so, is not that much. And look at this, it makes that decorative edge. And there, I'll show you that closer in just a second. Okay, so now we've got 4-inch. 4-inch. And I'm not sure I want to do, because I think I want to do the banners and something else. So I've got one other side here that's straight that I need to have an edging on. Because if I'm going to do these mats so that they, all match, I want to be sure to go ahead and get them done all the way around. So these are going to be our mats that we're going to use for our pictures. This piece here I'm going to hold on to, because I may not need it as the little flag banners, because I just been looking at this and I thought I might want to bring in a little bit of extra color. I don't think I want to do that one, even though that's cute. And this looks like I've already got this pinking blade going on here. So I think I will turn it around. And what size was it I needed those? I think it was a 2 by 4 and the 1-inch pieces. So I still need a 4 by 4 is what I'm needing out of this. This is like a scrap, so it's like 5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Do this around here. And so then we need 1 inch. I'm not sure which way I want my banner. I think I like it going that way myself. I don't guess it matters, because I'm probably going to decorate it. So it doesn't matter, and all the pieces would fit this way. So let's go with this 1 inch here, and another 1 inch. And of course, then I need a 2 inch for my little journal box. But you know what? I think I've got enough room that I think I'm going to go up to 2.5. Since this was a scrap piece of paper. So this will be my little journal box. All right, let's see how this can go together. And see what that makes a difference. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is remove some of this trash out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Let me get my repo tape here. Just to need a little bit to hold it in place. And I don't know, do y'all do, and answer this question in in your comments or something. Do you have a tendency to put more tape on when you're using reposition? Because I think I do. So, all right, so we look at that, and you know, it might not look as good as you think, but you know, got these little things here. And this is here. Now we're going to have all these balloons showing up over here. And so I think it's going to be all right. And remember, we had one here, and they had another piece here. And you know, I might, no, don't like that. But I have some other scrap here. Might look good. Actually, I have a whole piece of this too. But I don't know that I want to use that. That might go on my final one. I haven't decided. So, but remember, we've got this one over here. But look here now. I can do two here and one here under here. Actually could do this one this way, one up here. So it's according to what my pictures are, because I've got a birthday page that I need to do. And I cut out some things from Cricut. And so actually pull this down, because this should probably go at the top. It pulls that yellow out. I like that. And actually this is long enough to go this way. Here. We could do two there. And we could do this one around like that other side was. So, you know, like I say, it's a mixture. It's mix and match, you know. And so if I have two vertical and two horizontal and a couple smaller ones, and then I've got my journal box. And of course, then I would want to do just messed up. Had paper going every place. You know, we have our paper, which I don't have a big piece out right now, but just say that I was going to put that one on there. This is our line. You know, we've got some line paper. That one's an older one that we had. I think they've sold out of that one, and they've got a different line paper that they have in stock and things. But you know, it's easy. The embellishments and things that we had with this. I know you've seen some of these because I've just posted before, but look how cute that cake looks with that one. Or what about these balloons up here? Say under this one right here, you know. Just got some cute stuff with this. And see, just like over here, my journal box, I could put that cupcake there and another cupcake maybe down here or something. You know, you got your hip hip hooray and, you know, make a wish and birthday blessings. And of course, I really like that happy birthday. I've been wanting to use that one. I actually went and cut a yellow one just for my birthday because I love lemon cake and I had lemon cake. So anyway. So anyway, that's going to be, so this is using this design. And of course, you know, I kind of mixed it up, but you know, I used it. I just extended this out so that it kind of worked with a 4x4. You know, this just doesn't work on that side, but it's okay. But this is a kind of a, you know, it's got a little dot to it. And it's kind of this darker purple, like's in the background there and stuff. I could use green, but it would have conflicted with that. I could have used more blue, trying to get something. I used up my yellow paper that was in this collection. So I've already used that up. I didn't want to pull in pink and stuff. So, but anyway, I think you get the drift that there's no right and wrong in scrapbooking, or it's just, it's be creative because, and you say I'm not creative, that's why they have the simple page kits. It's all done for you. You just put it on if you want to do them exactly like that. But any of these that you want to move your mats around, like I just did here, it'll work because you got to be able to use it with your pictures. So hopefully that inspires you today. I'll take a picture of this and show it to you because I wanted to get a journal box on there so you can see that. But you know, you can do that with a piece of paper too. You just cut something here real quick. I think that was a 2.5. So let me go down to a 2-inch. I'm not sure that's the right size, but it's close. Okay. Got a little bit off of this. And right there can be your journal box. And I don't know if you know how, because I think I've showed you this before too, how that I use my scoring blade and then I score on here, you know, and you could use your scoring blade or the perforating blade, either one. You just don't want to perforate it all the way through. So you have lines that would, you know, work for journaling and stuff. So, but you know, there, if I pop that up on a little bit of foam square, how cute would that be? So I will take a picture of this and it'll be as my starting, you know, point. Anyway, and the same thing with the page 9. Hopefully I'll get that all in there. But I appreciate it and I thank you today. But now you can really see the lines, how they show up here, you know, by using that pinking blade. And how festive is that on even our mats? So hopefully that will help you show no matter what you're doing. And when I'm teaching, I just keep moving on because there, like I said, no mistakes. There's a chance to embellish them. And that's what I've done with my pages. So let me change my view back. Hopefully you've enjoyed this today and I appreciate you watching. Please comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And again, I appreciate it. This is Connie Skaggs from Ladson, South Carolina, a CM advisor. And you know, my website is always on my page. And so if you need anything or you want to take advantage of the $80 free shipping, that's a great way to do it right now so that you can get some of the products you want and you're not having to pay shipping. And that's on any size order, no matter what the order size is. So just go in there and we've got like all of our fall stuff out. Croptoberfest stuff is out. Secret Box is still available. That's going to be revealed next week. And it has got a 70s vibe to it. And any of you that love the that era or you've got older pictures that you need to do, I think that it's going to work perfect for that. And I just have had a little sneak peek of it. So it's not a lot. But anyway, I appreciate it very much. And so we'll see you later. Bye.